So hey, this is Mad Science, and one of the reasons that we're really happy to be in the mills is we needed a lot of space for our stuff. You may wonder why we're in a warehouse-looking building. Well, in addition to our cool offices that they've built for us, we have to have room for all of our stuff, which is basically our after-school programs, our shows, our birthday parties, and it involves equipment and consumables and all kinds of cool stuff, chemicals that go into our programs. And we need a workspace in order to put that all together. Because we're doing 60 different one-week programs on 10 different topics, for example, just in the summer. And on top of that, we got all of our shows and our workshops and our activity booths, so you can see why we need all this space. So what we're doing now is a demonstration of a chemical reaction. And what we tell the kids is, what is a chemical reaction? When you put two different chemicals together and they act differently together than they are when they're separate. And I always like to give this story because parents in the audience know this. Suppose you have Jason and Justin, and when they're apart, you know, they're kind of quiet, maybe they play video games, things like that. But then they have a sleepover, and when they're together, they're running all over the house. They act completely differently. They have different energy than when they're apart. And this is what happens with the chemicals. So I'm going to take this one chemical. It's called glycerol. And I'm going to pour a little bit of that on there. And then I'm going to take this other chemical, which is called potassium permanganate. I'm going to take a scoop of this and put a little bit on the glycerol. And what I tell the kids is, when you see a chemical reaction, I want you to shout, "Chemical reaction!" because you're going to see something really cool. And so I'm going to put this on here just like that, and we're going to wait. And I might decide to go on to something else while we're waiting for that chemical reaction to happen. And you know, it can be something that obviously it's going to happen very quickly. And I might go, "Ah!" And the kids are all right now very excited, and they see this reaction happen. I pour a little water on it. I always have my fire extinguisher ready. This is a very contained fire. We put it on a watch glass like that. What we have seen is kind of a model of metabolism, except it's happening really, really fast. Your body is constantly burning sugars, like the sugar that's in glycerol, and using it for energy. What we've done is really speeded that reaction up so that all the energy that was in the glycerol is released very, very quickly. And we're really glad that doesn't happen that way in our bodies. Our bodies are much more controlled than that.